Hello, all, and I can't believe we're at Wednesday already, and that it's already been a week since my last card reading. Doesn't it seem like time? My goodness. So, um, this reading is just about our energies this week. Welcome, sister. And I just really wanted to tap into all the beautiful people who are here gathered in this circle. Thank you for being here and walking this journey together. Because, we are together totally through this. And when I say they, I mean my guides, my intuition. I don't call it my higher self because I don't believe in that there is a higher or lower. So it's more like the extended soul part of me, does that physically focused part, and then there's the rest of my soul. And so I'm just tapping into her knowledge and understanding. Our guides, what do they want us to know for this next week as we head into April? What's important to know for this week? And then next week, tune in. I'll be doing so from one deck. Sekhmet, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So I just later around moving through some of the emotions, some of the feelings that we're feeling, anger, for example. It was like Roseanne and I were just talking about the other day, now that we're being told that we can't go out and work out of the house or go and do something, it's no, we really want to do it, because our inner rebel. So here's the thing about Sekhmet. Ancient being. She is the lioness. Yeah. Let me see if there's something else that she Doreen Virtue's Goddess deck. See yourself as strong and victorious. Don't complain about anything. What? Complain about right now? I mean, things are really shitty, right? Wow. Oh my gosh, and this is so related to the video I did earlier. It's we are so full of personal responsibility, right? How do we choose to behave and connect and continue to show up in our leadership, no matter what's going on around us, right? So this is so apropos. You are the embodiment of strength, not victimhood. As you rise above the old tendons light of beautiful feminine strength. So this is the age that we're going through right now, isn't it? We're being recalibrated on a really deep level for this new way of being. And this is kind of we're in this current experience with the virus of the pandemic of a globally enforced way of being. And pretty soon that, right, the one thing we can count on is that it's temporary. And but how will we show up differently because of our experience? How will we bring what we learn during this experience into the next? So that's really what I'm getting is one, you are so strong, love. And not just that, we're so supported, okay? We have divine beings, we have energies, we have circles of people this amazing group of women. Lean in, if you're having a day, I woke up this morning was so irritated, which is why I did a dance break on. And I knew I had to do that before I could pull the cards. I was I can't even connect with my intuition right now because of the, and not because the emotion is an indication. It's all right, where do I need to take a stand for myself? Where do I need to be strong? We're being called to really set some powerful boundaries right now during this time too, right? Because, okay. I love this card. Lakshmi abundance. So what's so key for her is this, okay? Between owning who we are and what's happening in our lives, and our abundance, and the money that we receive in, the love that we receive, they are 100% connected. When we are in victim space, we're in blamey space, like, oh, that client, rah, 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 that vendor, rah, 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 it constricts. So time to expand that energy and allow in the abundance that's all. This card too, so this is from the Goddess Oracle deck, this one. And so elephants are a sign of prosperity. Like this lotus, she has like coins falling from her open hand. She looks so natural, but when you look closer, she has this picture like several times before. I was like, oh wait, she's got like multiple arms. Like I totally didn't get that. But isn't that so like us? Taking care of our families, taking care of children, spouse, network, friends, like we've got all the arms going everywhere. And like in the center of that, we stay strong. Boundaries are from love, right? They're not walls. They're like a cone of light, or like around you that just says, I choose what I let in and I choose what I send out, right? One more card, because Mother Mary wanted to contribute to this conversation. We know this is the time of the rising feminine, right? The awakening, sacred feminine. And what is she about? What is her language? Unconditional love. What's going on? Like this is being opened up, right? Our heart chakras are being opened up so that we're connecting with each other in a way that doesn't require, of course, we'll go back to that. It's not like, and also, I don't want to bypass, if you're feeling grief around not being able to touch the people you love, that's okay. Feel that, embrace that, hug yourself. It's okay. It's 100% okay, right? All okay, none of them are wrong, all right? So to recap, we've got Sekhmet, Lioness, and Lakshmi. Great time to trust. What Lakshmi also tells me, I know I will pull the Mother Mary card, but what Lakshmi tells me, hey Veronica, mwah, welcome mama, is so much about receiving, is in faith, is in trust. Like when you allow to come in, right? This is when abundance can really like rush in, because it's always there. All right. This is what this card is all about. Like, look how lush, right? Like water and elephants spraying water and flowers, like lush outside your window. If you're like, I'm in the Midwest, right? I'm outside Chicago, and like the buds are pushing up from the ground. Like the trees are starting, like the little buds, so much abundance around us. Totally. And so when we relax and realize like, oh, that is things. Like that is simply how the universe works. It is powered by unconditional love, right? I know Mother Mary's like, read the card. I will, Mama. We always have third card, because Divine Mother did want to say something. What I started to say before is that we are in a time of opening heart chakras. Hey, welcome, Lori Lee. Of opening up to unconditional love and learning how to love unconditionally, even when we can't. Oh, you just want to like pinch your grandchildren's cheeks, or like, like oh my gosh, like Rosanna and I were just talking about like her hey Robin, welcome, like her annual egg hunt, right? And the kids are all bummed out. Oh my gosh, like there's so much stuff going on, right? That we're having to adjust to. So definitely check out the dance break that I post later today. And, oh my God, this makes me so... Our Divine Mother, her message to us is, look at that beautiful card, Our Lady of Radiant Grace. And you know what? I haven't been like posting the pictures of the cards in the group, but I will totally do that because I was just like, it's so nice to have that visual so that you can pull it up, you know, like if it really speaks to you for this week, you know, download it as your whatever, you know what I mean? So that you have that. So let me tell you about Our Lady of Radiant Grace. And this is from the Mother Mary Oracle book. What I immediately get is grace. Okay? Give yourself so much space during this time. Like, if you're like me, maybe you're like spending with family that's now home. Like, my daughter's not going to class, right? She's home. My hubby's not going to work. He's home. Like, we're all like together. And this, like, for me, grace is that spaciousness. Yeah, it's this allowing and feeling that spaciousness that we have always accessible to us. Our Lady of Radiant Grace. I'll just read this to you. The descent of my grace changes everything. Are brought to life in new ways, and freedom opens up to you. Can you release your familiarity with and attachment to old ways of being? Whoa, right? Like, you're seeing the connections between the cards, like all of our divine mothers, all of our like our wise self, right? That we're shifting into a new way of being. We've been moving in this direction for a long time. We didn't know it was going to look exactly like this when the big shift happened, right? But here we are. The old ways of being. Can you release your expectation of enslavement and control? You are my child. When you place your trust in me, I allow no one to harm you, no thing to confine your spirit. You are free to live wildly, and shall be no prison for your soul, beloved of mine. Your soul shall be in love with the earth and fly free. So like an animal that has been wounded and must learn to release aggression and distrust, in order to know love and tenderness, we too must learn how to trust again and again. And I love that. I love that that word is repeated because this is ongoing evolution, y'all. Especially Scar Clan, like this is what Dr. Clarissa Pinkola Estes would call those of us who have been through a certain something that has marked us, right? Whether it's a traumatic event, one time or chronic, and we all have them, like we all have them to a certain degree. So there's so much of this, like returning again and again to, like, it seems like the same lesson that moves up like this. And I hope this video is coming through okay, because I know my connection is, I can see it's going in and out, in and out. But we revisit tested because we're really like in this field of unconditional love. So to call it being tested implies pass or fail. Like there is no failing this, darlings. Like there's no failing this, right? There is simply like, how do I want my experience to be? Welcome, Carrie. You get in the house. And so Radiant Grace, which is again learning how to trust. So even in this, like extraordinary circumstances, to trust and have faith, to know this too shall pass, to know there are gifts here, there are opportunities here, right? So what is it like? There is so much. I can talk all day about collective, right, in terms of what's going on the planet right now. And for each of us, we have our individual lessons, right? Our differentiated. We're part of the whole, but because we wanted to experience difference. We wanted to pretend that I'm Charisse and you're Roseanne and you're Veronica and you're Lori Lee and you're Robin and you're Carrie, and we're like separate beings, fingers on the same hand. And also this finger has a different experience than this finger, right? Like, so it's like, that's our collective thing, but our individual thing, only you know what's coming up for you during this time. I know for me, man, I'm having to relearn how to set boundaries, like at a deeper level. I'm learning like deeper level of trust. Who freaked out and canceled. I've had, like where, we can't control what's going on for the folks around us. And so sometimes that impacts us, whether on a personal level or a business level, maintaining. And that is a practice of faith and trust and grace. So with that, thank you so much for joining me this week. I'm here every Wednesday morning around 9:15 Central. I was busily recording the dance break. Oh my God, I can't wait to share it with you later, because it's wonderful and also hilarious. And sending you so much love. Please think of this space as your place to come, refill, replenish, be comforted, be soothed, express whatever you need to express. That's what this group is for. So take what you need and pass it on.